Moth.
A
Not a bat.
wolf's head.
A scarab. The Grim Reaper.
Blood spreading through water.
I don't know why I chose blood there. I just thought it looked something different. Anyways, welcome back, guys, to the Heavy Rain playthrough. In the last part, we met Scott Shelby, the private eye, and Norman Jaden, the FBI guy. I like pie.
I have the results of your MRI scans.
So now this is where we take a little psychological step into who Ethan Mars is as a character ever since his accident with his son.
However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know
And
it's not easy, but you've got to start.
This part's really interesting because this is like one of the few things that is pseudo-futuristic, but it, or like more advanced, I guess you could say, because it is a more advanced facility of a psychiatric office.
You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death.
Anyway, so this part right here is basically Ethan Mars is trying to get off, like, you know, the trouble that's been happening with his son.
Very solitary kid, you know, very focused.
The one that's still alive.
He's really close to his mother. With me, he's more distant.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
See, I don't think
I feel sort of anesthetized.
I pick anesthetized because I didn't think it was as, you know,
Sometimes
an
I tell
issue
myself this whole thing is just a nightmare.
to where
I'll wake up at any moment.
he would feel suicidal. Like, honestly, it's gonna sound wrong here, but it's like if you're still dealing with it in a kind of negative, like, you know, I want to hurt myself kind of way, you kind of need to open your eyes just a little bit more.
I sometimes have these.
But oh yeah, this is the segment I'm talking about. It's like when you're standing up, the bottom right camera will alternate between the psychologist and the Ethan, and then the camera sometimes follows too, which can be nauseating if you're moving around.
And I have no idea how I got there.
I don't know what that is. Is that like a elephant tusk?
Do you think this could be related to the accident?
You suffered a massive concussion and were in a coma.
You just play butter with it.
We really
You
don't know
could
what
put butter on a piece of toast and it's the elephant. The knife is a elephant tusk.
That's the end of
The
this
fidget
session.
tusk.
We'll continue this conversation next week. You were lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
But he didn't survive.
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor.
So there's actually a lot of theory because, you know, we obviously saw how Jason dies, and it's just kind of wrong because Ethan was in front of the car after all. So it's like, what if there was a
How did things go at school today?
alternate universe where Ethan died, and then it's just, I guess, Jason? No, I don't know. I don't know how that would work out because it was just like, why would you want to, like, why would, in this kind of scenario, why would you play as a kid?
Is something the matter, Shaun?
Essentially getting targeted by whoever his killer is.
No, I'm alright.
Do you want to eat something?
See, like right here though, Ethan talks about how Shaun is like distancing himself, and it kind of looks like it works both ways. Like honestly, vice versa. You could tell that he's like kind of not fed up with it, but he's just like is actually not have nothing to do with
laughing and messing around.
You know,
Man, he was so happy. But that was before.
like his son,
With Jason.
Shaun.
I'd like a packet of strawberry flavored chewies, please.
I remember those cheap chewies.
Thanks.
The fruit snacks. My favorite was always cherry.
Hey, I got you some chewies.
I hate strawberry. Thanks. It was nice of you anyway.
Inventory. Everyone has like
Should've known
a
he doesn't like strawberry.
Animal Crossing S inventory. They just pull anything convenient out of their pocket.
Aren't you gonna go play with the other kids?
I don't feel like it.
We're just not.
So I think right here I was actually looking for the boomerang because there's a part where you can actually interact with the his backpack and you'll find a boomerang in it, and then you can teach him how to throw a boomerang. I'm just kind of dangling here, playing, like looking, see, because I'm pretty sure that I don't know why the slide, you can't interact with the slide. I thought I tried that first, but like the monkey bars, do you think you'd be able to like climb up there? I don't know if it's like sequencing. What you can do here is that you can go to straight to any of the little, like the seesaw or the merry-go-round first, or do the boomerang in the backpack.
Come on, Dad, make me fly.
There's a swing there, I think, and then the carousel, which we'll see later. The carousel's last, though, and I'm just gonna say that right now. just stands there because the seesaw is like the most awkwardest thing on a park.
I bet I can push you so fast.
The only kind of seesaws I've ever been on was
Great.
you have to like sit. I only mainly sat like with my sisters and stuff, like who wanted to do the seesaw, and no, you didn't bounce up high like that, otherwise you hurt your ass. It's like that's a damage to tailbone right there.
Go on, Dad, as fast as you can.
Merry-go-round.
Faster. Faster.
When I think I don't think of the manual merry-go-rounds. I just think of the ones that like carnivals, like that carousel. But they're technically called carousels, just to make the difference. Which I mean makes sense, but the only merry-go-round per se that I remember fondly is the ones at Peter Piper's, which is I'm pretty sure they got rid of it, which is sad, but they changed out the merry-go-round and put it. There's one with the
Good training for astronauts, though.
with a roller coaster too, like karaoke I think it's called. There's like the ones where it's like you're on a platform, except not because it like waves up and down and then you just like spin around as fast as you can. Yeah, you're giving up the option to leave here. There's no
I'll
achievement for
find something else to do then.
going on all the rides or doing all the
He seems
things.
to be having fun. It's been a long
But I
time
was still
since
looking
I've
for that
seen
boomerang
sort.
prompt. You have to be at like in front. I wasn't sure if Jason had to be with you, so I just went back to the swing and then just waited for Jason to come back to the bench to do said
You
boomerang.
wanna go play on the swing? I'll push you.
Okay.
See, the cameras. As I've done a little bit of game development in high school, I could kind of tell like where like how camera is like positioned and is like keyframed in a sense.
Come on, Dad.
That angle was supposed to be, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be always on Shaun. But because it was keyframed into that position, it just didn't find, where exactly Shaun's front was. When it's keyframed, you're only set to that position until it's like triggered in a sense. Like it was very obvious, like in the Norman Jaden section, the first one, when you ask the guard, where Lieutenant
I'll find
Blake is,
something else to do with him.
it'll pan. Like you can tell, like it just cuts to out of frame, and then just pans into the direction of Lieutenant Blake, which I mean, it looks unpleasant. Like very noticeable, but like other times it's just like, see, you're getting the lead prompt here, but it's like you can still do more. I don't think there's thoughts too. The thoughts go away once I. Oh, there it is.
A boomerang? You know how to use it?
No, not really. I can never make it come back.
Can I give it a try?
That boomerang looks cheapy as hell, though. Let's be honest. Like, that's a wooden boomerang, and they managed to get it that thin. Most of the boomerangs I got were plastic and also broke. And the only one I remember, it was a school boomerang. Like it literally looked like it belonged on a hockey stick,
Do you wanna
like a
give it a
plastic
try?
hockey
I
stick.
won't be able to do it.
Oh, come on, let's try together. Now, the main thing is to get the right position at the beginning. Now, you gotta throw it straight and a little to the right. Now, throw it.
And yeah, none of them would even come back. They would always get blown up in the wind. Like, this is not realistic just because there's no wind.
I did it! I did it, Dad!
Good job, Shaun.
But then again, it could be Philadelphia.
That
They probably
wasn't
deal
so
with wind
hard.
less. It's a city.
It's getting dark. It might start to rain soon.
Looks like rain's coming.
Looks like rain's coming, because I told it to. Because I said, you address the rain once, it starts raining. That'd be pretty. This game does work out kind of around
Sometimes I wish
Ethan Mars's
everything could
feelings.
just be the way it was before.
Me too, Shaun. Me too.
And again, the camera is like panning in circles. Like you saw it zoom in on Ethan uncomfortably so. Anyways. See, once you're about to leave, it's like, nope. You've got your son. Your son wants
Can I
something.
have a ride on the carousel? Can I?
Sure. Go pick a horse and get on. I'll get a ticket. One, please. That's $1.
I remember when the carousels at the Peter Piper's cost 8 tickets or $8.
I want to get back to being the kind
Or
of father I
$6.
used
I don't
to
know.
be. Shaun looks happy. I wish I
No,
could
actually,
swim like that,
they made
Mom.
tokens there, but I don't know the amount because it wasn't like 4, and then you just go around the carousel. It was like, no, you literally had to pay money, and then they gave you change for no reason. I think. Anyways, oh, everything got bright. It's like someone has to notice, right? Like he's just staring in the opposite direction. Like where were the other adults? Yeah. And we're on the same street again. Oh,
I just
press X to
can't
Shaun.
remember a thing. How the hell did I get here? What?
This running segment here was a little bit
Nighttime.
wonk, like again
That's
because of the
impossible.
tank control-ish.
I just shut my eyes a
I
second
think
ago.
it was pressure sensitive.
No,
pressure sensitive,
I
there it
don't
is.
believe it.
I couldn't have.
Yeah, I just kind of stood there because I just wanted to hear the thoughts.
Shaun.
The run segment, it built up like momentum basically, and you kind of, and it not, you stop, like you start slow, you build up, and then you just have momentum going forward.
Shaun.
Anyways.
I've got to find him. He's not here. He's not here. His backpack's still here, but where's Shaun?
Press X to
Shaun.
Shaun.
Where's Shaun?
I think you can check any part of the house in this section, like you can go in the backyard, but
He's here. He's got to be here somewhere. I'll
I
find
kind of
him.
messed up. Because once you go up the stairs, it triggers the next cutscene. It's basically like the final cutscene to end things off. Hey, just like this video. Tune in next time to find out what happens more. This is Husky Struck, signing off.